Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to Al Mustami Online, your source for authentic Islamic guidance and inspiration dedicated to helping Muslims connect to their faith and spirituality. I am Fahad Omar, your host for today. As we approach the holy month of Ramadan, we invite you to reflect on the coming month and the three sacred preceding months, Rajab, Sha'ban, and itself Ramadan. These months are a time for spiritual reflection, increased prayer, and giving to charity. For us Muslims living in the West, the fast in Ramadan can be a significant challenge due to the prevalence of materialism in our societies. Materialism, or the love of this world, is often associated with a focus on acquiring wealth, status, and possessions. This focus on material gain can make it very difficult for some Muslims to fully focus on the spiritual aspects of Ramadan, such as humility and gratitude. During Ramadan, Muslims must fast from sunrise to sunset and abstain from worldly pleasures such as food and drink. This physical fast is intended to help Muslims detach from physical needs and focus on their spiritual well being. However, it can be challenging for Muslims to separate from the material possessions and luxuries they have grown accustomed to. They may find it challenging to give up the lifestyle comforts and pleasures for the fast duration. Additionally, materialism can also lead to a lack of humility and gratitude. In a society where material possessions are highly valued, Muslims can quickly become proud and ungrateful for their blessings. They may take their wealth and possessions for granted and fail to see the blessings in their lives are only a gift from Allah Azza wa Jal. However, Ramadan is an opportunity for Muslims to step back from the materialism of their daily lives and refocus on the spiritual aspects of their faith. By detaching from material possessions, focusing on the spiritual benefits of Ramadan, and reflecting on their actions, they can make the most of this holy month. They can remind themselves of their blessings and be grateful for them. They can also use this month to reflect on their actions and strive to become better Muslims and human beings. Focusing on the spiritual benefits of Ramadan is another way for Muslims to distract from the love of this world. Ramadan is not just about abstaining from physical needs, but also about purifying the soul and uplifting the spirit. By focusing on the spiritual benefits of Ramadan, Muslims can develop self control, self discipline, and a deeper connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One way to focus on the spiritual benefits of Ramadan is through increased prayer. During Ramadan, Muslims are encouraged to perform the additional prayers and engage in deeper reflection during their regular prayers. This can help them to focus on their spiritual well-being and develop a deeper connection with Allah Azza wa Jal.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Another way is by reciting the Quran. The Quran is considered Allah's word and a source of guidance for all Muslims. Reciting and reflecting on the teachings of the Quran during Ramadan can help Muslims to understand the principles of their faith and apply them in their daily lives. This can lead to a more deeper understanding and comprehension of Islam, a stronger connection with Allah, and a greater sense of purpose and their existence in this world. For Muslims, reciting the Holy Quran during Ramadan can be sometimes very challenging, particularly for those who are new to it or maybe, like myself, having difficulty with the Arabic language. However, there are several ways to make it easier and more comfortable for Muslims to start reciting the Quran during Ramadan. Firstly, we can start with reading small portions, even one verse of the Holy Quran during Ramadan. So by reading it, each verse, and we look at the translation and understand what it means. We start with small verses, small portions of the Holy Quran each day, and then we'll start off with a chapter, start off with a juzul, and later on it will become less overwhelming. Frequent use of the translation of the Quran may help us understand its meaning even better. This will help to make the text more accessible during Ramadan and help us increase the understanding and comprehension of the Quran during this spiritual month. Learning the basics of Arabic can help us understand the structure and the grammar that is used in the Holy Quran, since it is revealed in the Arabic language. This will make it easier for us to actually read and understand the Quran during the month of Ramadan. Get guidance from a qualified teacher or imam who can teach the correct pronunciation and help us understand the complex text that is revealed in the Holy Quran during the month of Ramadan. They can also help you to make connections between the verses and the spiritual significance of this month. Listen to recordings from reciters from all over the world, experienced ones who have a strong foundation in Islam. Go onto YouTube, go onto podcasts, go on to your Spotify, look for the Quran, and let the Quran run throughout the day in the month of Ramadan. This will help you to familiarize yourself with the sound and rhythm of the text and increase the spiritual benefits of reciting the Quran during this month. And finally, keep on reading. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect. The more you practice reciting the Quran during Ramadan, the more comfortable and confident you will become. In conclusion, Ramadan is a significant spiritual month for Muslims and can be a massive challenge for Muslims, especially those living in Western societies. This is due to the prevalence of love to this world and materialism in these societies. Materialism, or the love of this world, is often associated with a focus on acquiring wealth, acquiring statuses and possessions. This focus on material gain can make it difficult for us Muslims to focus entirely on the spiritual aspects of Ramadan, and importantly, the aspects of humility and gratitude. However, Ramadan provides us an opportunity as Muslims to detach from this materialism in our daily lives and refocus on the spiritual aspects of the faith. By detaching from material possessions, such as limiting consumption of luxuries, giving to charity, and fasting, Muslims like us can shift our focus towards the spiritual benefits of Ramadan, such as self control, self discipline, and developing a deeper connection with Allah Azza wa Jal. Reflecting on one's actions and intentions is also a crucial aspect during Ramadan, as it allows us to reflect on our past actions and strive to become better Muslims and better insans or human beings. Ramadan is a month of purification, and it's a time for us to detach from our physical needs. Focus on our spiritual well-being and strengthen our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May we be among those who are granted ease in Ramadan and be closer to the path Allah has favored and blessed. May we detach ourselves from these worldly distractions and be reminded that the wealth we have is only a temporary gift from Allah to test us and benefit us for our journey to Him. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.